All right. So here I am. Let's get this down here a little bit so you guys can see me. And I guess that's fine. All right. So I'm building out the scene. I have a new tool that I wanted to use today. So um, I got the ultimate level art tool. It's something that helps you build out buildings and distribute items inside the map. I have not used it. So I'm not, versed in it, but I wanted to give it a try and just see how it would work. So here we are in a map that I was working on. So there's a lot of things I have to do in here. I wanted to create an asteroid belt out there, and then a lot of the stuff doesn't work, like the doors. Um, and then the map is not finished, so I'm gonna build it out more out this way. So today is the day I'm gonna start doing it. Spend like an hour on here. I dropped in the game start, so right now, if I launch the game, that's me. Walk around. Have my light. Turn to first person. Uh, this is one of the areas you can spawn. So far, I got 4 locations that you can spawn at. One is on planet in one of the systems, depending on which faction you pick. And this one is here. So right now the door doesn't work. I want to get that working, and I want to put in the asteroid belt over here. So let's get to it. Start with the asteroid. That should be easy enough. I already have a spawner that I got. Nope. We'll throw in this one right here. Actually, no, that one is the global one. We don't want that one. We want the one that spawns outside. Yeah, this won't spawn items inside the. Okay, let's launch. Let's see how it looks. So this particular spawner has a bunch of options in here to get it closer to the window. I can mess with that later. All right, let's get that door working. So we can go outside and start building everything out. So viewport. We need trigger. Box vision. Okay. Let's kind of up. And a little bit out. Okay. I'll call this door. Oop. Trigger. Okay. And now we need to put the event graph. Started working on this animation, but it doesn't have the thing set up for an event. I think this should work. I already started working on it a little bit. We want to do a begin overlap on component. And I should be able to just tie this into my play event. And let's see if that works. Right. Straight to there. Should get rid of this. Have a little dusk environment. I don't need that. I should get rid of that. That's when I was playing with VFX. Oh, there goes the door. Should put in a sound though. Very good. The door's done. This door. This one. Is that the door I just came from? No. Yeah, it'll work with both doors. Good. All right, good. All right, so now we want to start laying out the map this way. We don't have the wall there. So, yeah, I did this kind of quick. I didn't. I gotta go back over here. See this area right here. I should get on this. Yeah, there's nothing over on this side. I didn't really build anything else out. So the idea is that each of these rooms is going to spawn in players in this area. Yeah. This one, all this has a. So I was building out the ability to do escape pods for each of these during a global event. They don't do a certain task, then the ship can blow up, and I was setting these up so that they can do an escape pod if you're not able to work with your team and get it fixed. All right. Well, this is yeah. I didn't do any of these other building. I didn't do anything else in here. That's fine. Um. So part of me wants to duplicate some of the rooms. This was before I really got into PCG, so I can actually use one of the rooms as a test mark and use the PCG tool. But I'm kind of interested in using this. So I've been learning the PCG tool and getting pretty far and doing some of the bigger maps that I have. I figured this one was small. I didn't have a lot in it, and I can use this. Now you're supposed to be able to lay out like different. Like here, I created a collection called Starbase, but I can create one for any type of map that I'm doing. Throw in the assets for the walls, the corners, and everything like that. And then this acts like a tool chest. I can put it to the side and literally drag and they snap a lot easier than trying to line things up. That's one of the tools. Another tool is object. So this one uses physics and you can actually put in like, let's say I had an alley and I have a bunch of trash cans and junk. I can grab them, throw it in the scene and they'll just drop in the scene. So that way I don't have to like do placement. Or if I wanted to put a bunch of plates inside a cupboard, I could just grab them and throw them in there and they'll line up and fall on each other. And that way I don't have to actually go and do it. What else is in here? Auto spline for fences and roads and stuff like that. Material assignment. I don't know what this is. I think this lets you pick the meshes and it kind of, instead of you having to manually do the assignment, it does it for you. I have to play with that. Let me save the change that I made so far. Let's see something. Hold on a second. Hold on this. Oh, for some reason, my stream on my tablet just died out, but it didn't because I still see it streaming. So hopefully it's not. All right. So now, this is the room I started off in. Let's go over here. First thing first, should do is this guy doesn't need to be on the wall here. Move him over and place him against the wall on this side. Yeah, this thing soon. I was building ships earlier today, so I have this kind of like a lot faster. That's better. Yeah, that's lined up. Okay. that looks better. Let's see it. So you're yep, that looks good. All right, now that looks good. Trying to see if the decal doesn't look good on this, but it looks fine. Sometimes the decal, because I've been messing with, I got a 5090 recently, and I don't know, it seems kind of more buggier than my 3090. I mean, 3090 Ti. Sometimes like yeah, it looks fine. I just updated the driver today, so hopefully it's a little bit more stable. Kind of just looking over the seams and just making sure everything looks good before I start building onto it. Usually, you gotta watch the edges when you're doing. It looks good. Make sure the person can't fall through the wall. What I should do is I should hmm, where's that other one? Like, I was texturing this guy today. This was a pain to do to get the go start. Working on the door animations. Change the looks good. Some of the other ships that I was working on, I was getting the materials and everything for. So there's a tablet I was messing with. This here. It's coming. Oh, too fast. This guy's coming along good. I have to work on this particular one. Why is it so fast? Jumps in. I gotta put the lighting in here and set up the joystick. But the flight mechanics are almost done with this guy. And then the other one is completely done, I think, almost. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, this one. This one I have a couple variants of. I got red, yellow, green, blue, and white, and gray for uh, different styles. Yeah, let's go back to It doesn't look like it's I keep moving it because I want to see if this thing ghosts. Because it was doing that like before this update. I'd move an object and anything that was decaled, it would just literally smear like across, and I couldn't get it to fix. Now it looks like it's working fine. Wonder if it's working. Oh, you know what? The map I was working on, that map was probably messed up. Let's see. Yeah. See if this map is screwed up. This one literally, any light that was going through the fogs would ghost out. So I have some fog mechanics in here. What the heck? Why does it keep popping up? There it goes. Yeah. No, it looks good now. I think they fixed it with this driver, whatever the driver's update that they did that NVIDIA did. Yeah, it looks a lot better. There's another one I have to work on the doors. Oh, might as well do it while I'm here. Let me put in a clear stop here. Rotate them around. Start them up. Oh, that one here. Yeah. All right. This door works. I got that door working. This door doesn't do anything. There's nothing behind that door, right? I didn't build anything out. No. Okay. Let's see. But the tram doesn't work. Let's see over here. Yeah. See, these doors don't work. Okay. Let me fix that real fast. Let's, why is it selecting all the like? There it is. Why is it selecting all lengths? That's weird. All right. Um, door opening. So I'm going to begin over that. That's the first person. Not what I want. Because we don't have a first person here. Yeah, see? don't think that's gonna work. Yeah. What if I just do that? Hmm. All right. I think what I need to do is. Oh, here goes open door. Was it the GM? Um, Nobody has on get component. I don't remember putting that in. God, maybe it's because I haven't slept. I can't even think of what I'm doing. Oh, oh, you know what? It goes here. This guy goes here. Oh, what is that? Uh, Isn't it showing him now? No. There. And then over here. Mhm. There it is. Yeah. Oh, I didn't open up the other side. It only affected the one, these doors, because that's the one I messed with. All right. Damn it, I'm way over here. This over here. Oh, that must just be this door. These doors right here. Oh yeah, those are two different door sets that I must have put in. Ah, it should work. Yeah. All right. That took forever, man. I need some coffee or something. It's like 2:40 over here in the morning, so I'm kind of. I gotta wake up. Dude, what am I doing? Yeah, they open up on the sides. Okay, good job. Good job. That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. I thought I was going to pop in and just do it real fast. That's what happens when you're trying to work with no sleep. Does this door work? Oh, yeah. I got this door working too. Okay, great. I think all the doors work in this one. Oof, a lot of pain. Half asleep. I definitely need some coffee. This is something. Okay. Doors are working here. Now I gotta create the movement of the tram across. And this, just so you know, so what I do is I'll work on a level, a part of the map, And then once I got everything working there, I'm migrated to the main map where I'm building out the majority of the game. That's where the beta testers are testing out. They're not testing this part out. So once I get everything working here, that's when I actually merge it into the world partition in the big game, in the big maps. So I have a station that links to this, which I haven't, I got to build an elevator in here. I'm thinking in this corner over here, there's going to be an elevator that you come out and you'll be able to go and then get into the tram to go to different destinations. I gotta I gotta put an announcer in here and put some music in here. And then when this thing leaves, it's gonna go down the tunnel. And right around here, there's gonna be a trigger that actually loads in the next part of the world partition, and that'll go out into the city, and go across to the other part where they have the store shops, and um, then you could take an elevator from there and go to the airport. I mean, to the space station where you can get to your ships and all that. So this part of the map is almost all done. There's nothing over here. This I just have a maintenance shaft. I was actually thinking about getting rid of this area, maybe, and have it. So there's two parts of me. One, I was thinking about making this area like, the idea is to make it bigger and then make it like a little shop in this little area, or have it for um so there's parts of the map that you can basically recall certain types of missions, like black market missions. I was thinking about making this a black market site, uh, but I haven't decided. Yeah, this looks really good. I think this part of the map is done. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Over here, there was a flickering light, and it kept causing problems down here. No, it looks good. See, it was those NVIDIA drivers, man. They screwed me up. I was trying to figure out if it was a nanite problem, if it was a a Unreal problem, because this thing was flickering like crazy after I put that. And I should have known it was the new 5090. I recently just got the 5090, and it was bugging out like crazy in these little areas with the light. Now I just gave up and I stopped working on this map. I went and did something else. And now I come back to the map and it's running perfect with the latest drivers. A pain in the ass. Let's see, the regular light works on this. Yeah, the lens flare is working good too. I was programming in that lens flare right there. So that way when you're going against something reflective, it kind of bounces off like that. It looks good. Again, man, that freaking NVIDIA driver. I spent like 3 days trying to figure out what the hell it was. Yeah, look at that. See, when my character gets close to the light, you see how there's a bleed over it? Well, that's fine. That's what I want. That's like an actual reflective. But what was happening was it was ghosting my character. So it was like leaving a trail of my character, like if I was a flash or something. Yeah, this is working good. All right. Next thing is to um so this is not going to be, you can't move, you're not going to be able to move this. It is going to automatically do it. It'll give a timeout. Oh, I got to look on this overlap. The overlap is definitely, I should do a trigger box instead of the way I did it. Yeah, I'm going to do a trigger box instead. Let's look at that. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't do it this way at all. What I should do is have it so when the tram hits a particular location, that location is a trigger box that tells the tram um, to play "Welcome to Station" whatever, and then open the doors up for a fixed time, and then close the gates, the doors, say proceeding to station whatever, and then move the tram. That's what I should do. This is reacting to the player, and actually, that's not how I want it. Now that I think about it, I want it to automatically say that the where whatever the location is, and then so what I should do is create a database with each of the locations for this location, and then when the trigger happens, it pulls the thing, uses the name, pulls out "Welcome to Station" whatever, and then open the door. Yeah, that's what I should do because this is really buggy as it is. You know what it is? Is that this thing has a huge component. Look how big it is. That huge box is what the component is, and I don't want it like that. What I should do is if I wanted it with the player, I should put a trigger box right here and have that react to the player. Um, but I don't want to even have it like that. I want it to open up automatically when I get to the location. All right, put a note in for this map. Then I gotta come back to it and redo that part because I'm not gonna do it right now. I didn't even get to work with my ultimate level because I was messing around with this tram. Yeah. Oh, let's go back to. Oh, let's go back to. There's a couple showrooms too that are pretty cool. Gotta work on the doors there. I have a mall in one of the maps, and I gotta put these showrooms in them where people could purchase things. This is an example map from this asset, and it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna basically take component pieces of this and redo it completely. What's this one? Oh yeah, so cool. Yep. started building out more in this map too. So this, I'm almost converted it completely to PCG. The idea is that I should be able to create colonies really fast. So I'm taking the meshes from this particular um, asset, and I've been playing with how it builds out. This is another one that the doors I don't think work. On component, naval input, player index. What's the? Yeah, I don't think this works. Let's try it. Oh yeah, I got it working. Yeah, I got that one. All right. I remember it was a pain. It didn't work at all when I was messing with it. Yeah, over here I was messing with the building out another location on the side here. I haven't done it. So, like about 2 weeks ago, I got rid of the computer I was working on, which was the new AMD 9950X3D, and I went back to my Threadripper because of the game development, and it's just faster, even though it's an older CPU. And because I did that, I had to move everything over, and some portions of the maps, um, for whatever reason, when I moved them over, they were missing all their textures and everything. So I basically had to redo a huge part of what I had done last month, which sucks because I'm kind of like some of the maps, I'm not sure where I left off. Like this one, I think I got further along building out the PCG. This is not where I was. So now I got to kind of redo the work that I did there, which sucks. Yeah, this one's working too. Did I test this door out? Did I fix this one on the side here? Yeah, they're all working. Yeah, see, this one doesn't even have anything. I had to completely this whole area. How about this one? Oh yeah, this building's here. I got this one working. So I lost everything over here. This one's not done, and this is not done. These two look like they're finished with the doors and everything. Let me test this door out here. Test the corner one. Yeah, they're all working. It's just the ones over there that got messed up. Yep, this door's working too. All right, I have to redo that part. This map, I had almost finished it, and then up there, did I test that door up there? Yeah, see, I did it, but I didn't. But the rooms are all empty. I hate when that. Oh, what can you do? This one's some cool works on these. Let's see what we got. that fast. Hmm. Yeah, these textures came. Okay. Unpaced they were messed up. Mhm. And these flight crews. That's working out good. Where they going, Luke? Oh yeah, this is the docking bays I was working with before. I remember doing this one. This is I think this was the last one I was working on when I redid my computer. I hadn't built out these docking bays to open up yet. Yeah, these were work in progress. Yeah, it looks like the textures and everything stayed when I migrated this over. I don't know why those other maps had the texture issues then. I mean, I didn't do anything different. I just hit migrate and moved over. They look good. The textures look fine. I wonder why it's weird that the other two didn't, the other maps didn't come over correctly. Oh well. I'm not gonna worry about it. I guess as I drill in, I'll find out which ones didn't come over correctly. Save this one. This was another one that didn't work correctly when I loaded it up with NVIDIA with the drivers. Yeah, these doors work. So did the. Yeah, they look fine. I don't know why it didn't work. It had to have been the drivers. Yeah, it looked like everything's working now. There's no weird. Oops, sorry. Come on, dude, open up. Yeah, I gotta create the bigger map. Oh, trigger box. There. Yeah, this one too small. Yeah, see how it doesn't go all the way out. To make that bigger. All right, well, this one, the textures are all working on this one. Decals look good. Well, let me check this decal out side here. And this decal looks good too, with the light blinking on it. Yeah, it doesn't, so it was smearing like crazy with the light source on it. Now it's working fine. What a waste of time. Spent 2-3 days messing with Lumen and Night trying to figure it out. And it was an NVIDIA bug with the driver. What? I should have just stayed with my 3090. Yep. 3090 should have just stayed with it. This is the other one. This is the last one I think that had the bug that I was working on. Yeah. This one over here in the corner here, this flickering light was another one that was causing problems. Yeah, look at it. It works fine now. That was a big issue there too. It was constantly leaving ghost images. Yeah, those lights up there work too now. Yeah, NVIDIA bugs. This way. Yeah, ghosts up there. I was actually gonna get rid of those lights. After getting them working, like rotating, I was actually considering to just eliminate them because they kept ghosting, thinking it was some kind of like lumen bug. But no, it's working fine now. Perfect. All right. Well, that's a long time messing with that. God damn it. Stupid. Oh yeah, this is the other one. This one had a lot of issues too. It's just a lounge set, but it was like buggy like crazy. Oh, this one, yeah, this one's missing the textures. So something happened with this one where the textures are not showing up when I migrated it over. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it's got errors here. They're all there now. Uh, yeah, but where's the 2D? It's like it's missing. You know what? I bet it when it got moved over, the file name on disk must be different than what it was originally for some reason, and I don't know. Doesn't work. We're gonna have to redo the textures and find them for each of the assets, or re-import it. Maybe I'll just re-import them. I don't know why. Thank God it didn't happen to any of the big maps. It only happened to these small demo test maps that I was messing with. There's not that many either. Anyways, all right. So normally I stream with OBS. Today I decided to stream with uh, Meld and just see how the performance is and the audio and all that. So this was just kind of a test with Unreal because I found that with OBS, sometimes when I'd open up certain dialogues, it would take the focus and it would be super big and all this stuff. This looks like it actually was running better. So, anyways, I'm gonna do some more development work uh tomorrow. Here, I just wanted to test out the stream. So I will talk to you guys later.